Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks very much for watching that earwax removal video today. Now you can see this earwax looks quite dark. It's a quite sort of, not so much a narrow canal, but more of a sort of a narrow entrance to the ear canal. There's a lot of olive oil gone in here. Bear with this one, guys. You can see obviously the visual at the beginning is not brilliant just because it's such a narrow canal. It's a bit sillier, a bit of oil messing around in there, but you should see that will improve now in a couple of minutes. It's just starting to pull this out. You can see there's a little bit of keratin that's been stuck to the canal wall, really kind of wedged a bit further in. Obviously I'm on my own today, guys. Just to fill you in about some things that are going on in clinic, we're actually extending the clinic. We're refurbishing and extending the clinic, which is a pretty major undertaking here. So it's going to affect the YouTube videos just a little bit. I've basically got to kind of work around the builders to do my voiceover. So what I'm going to do is, rather than put videos out, a long video sort of 3 times a week, I'm just going to, when I get a patient and I can record a voiceover, I'm just going to record voiceovers. It just means you're going to get shorter videos, but you're going to get more of them, if that makes sense. So bear with us. I think the building work's going to go on for about another 4 weeks or so at least. So yeah, just bear with us over that time scale. So you can see now we're just starting to pull this down the canal. It's on its way out. There you go, out that comes. We're just going to take a look at the plug beyond. There we are. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit husky. I did pick up a little bit of a cold. I was on a cruise while I was away for those 2 weeks. I did meet lots of American people on the cruise, which was fab. Yeah, if any of you are watching, hello to everyone I met on the cruise. But you can see we're just getting this out. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I came back with a little bit of a cold, unfortunately, so my throat's a little bit sore. So bear with me on that one as well. So it's coming away in these bigger chunks now. It's not usual to get these drier pieces of wax if it's been in there a little while. Don't forget, wax production is not down to personal hygiene. It's all down to your genetics, which includes the type of wax, the amount of wax you're going to produce as well. Lots of people say, I'd never get that problem because I clean my ears with cotton buds. Don't do that, by the way. It's not so much that. You're just probably not genetically predisposed to producing a lot of wax. But it's coming away really, really well, but it's getting deeper now. And it always gets a little bit more awkward when you've got a deep piece of hard wax, almost right down against the eardrum in this case, with a very narrow ear canal. It just makes it very, very difficult to maneuver this wax out effectively. Someone just triggered a memory. Someone did send me a Rhys Barber Rhys Barber and Taylor Green earwax removal bingo card the other day, which I thought was really, really funny. I didn't realize I had quite so many catchphrases as that. So thank you so much to whoever said that. It was a real giggle to watch that one. So we're just taking these last little plugs out now. We've got this to the outer part of the ear canal. It doesn't really want to budge. I'm finding it difficult to get it through. So we're going in with a Rosen insert. Now we're going to drop this over the top of the wax. I'm trying to roll it like a marble down the ear canal here, but you can see it's proving difficult to get the angle to get beyond. Don't forget, with earwax removals like this, we are restricted, the amount we can move around in the canal by the entrance to the ear canal. You can see it's super duper narrow here, which means you don't always quite get the angle you need for some of the tools coming out. But it's coming away nicely. We're getting it back to the entrance. What I tend to find I have to do here a lot of the time is pull the plug to the entrance of the canal, almost wedge it in the entrance of the canal, and then get beyond it. So we're just going to go back in now. Let's have a look, see if we can get beyond. There we go. Just trying to pull this through. It's a bit of an odd consistency. There we go, out it comes. It's a little bit crumbly, but there's a slightly softer core to the wax as well. So I'm just going to go in now, there we go, grab the next piece, out that comes, working our way just very, very slowly down the ear canal here. I don't think there's anything beyond this, but it's an awkward one now because it's pretty tight to the sides of the canal wall. So I'm having to reposition the wax. Basically what I'm doing is spinning the wax and breaking bits off it as I turn it around. So I'm just trying to make it smaller. It's a bit like unraveling a ball of string, really. Just getting these little bits off the edges. This is the St. Bart's hook here we're going in with. I think it was the St. Bart's hook we just used, actually. Not a great deal amount of room, but the St. Bart's hook with that slightly wider hooked end there can sometimes be great to get beyond the wax. But in this case, because there wasn't as much room, it pushed it further back. So now I've got to bring it back towards the front here using the suction tube. There we are, let's give it a little bit more of a wiggle. The lovely, lovely Mr. Taylor Green will be back on screen soon. Just because of the way the building works are working at the moment, we haven't got a lot of time together. Normally we do a lot of our voiceovers on Friday. We'll do a couple of days worth in one hit, but I'm actually off tomorrow. I've got a funeral, unfortunately another funeral to attend. So Taylor's on his own tomorrow. So he's going to do some voiceovers on his own. I'm going to do some voiceovers on mine. We will try and get back together and do a few together as well, guys. So there we are. It's working this out. Back here in the Rosen inserter, you can see just how folded over and narrow that entrance was then, just putting the Rosen inserter in there. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people screaming, literally screaming at whatever device they're watching this on right now, you know, about different tools to go in there with. It doesn't always work that way, unfortunately, guys. It does look quite easy when you look at it from this way. It is surprisingly difficult because you've got your arms held in this position for a long period of time. You've got your brace against the patient's head, but it's a lot of maneuverability with two tools. Can be difficult to get in, especially with these narrow ones. Starting to break down. There we go. Bit of a turbo wiggle now and that'll be out. I've slowed it down. So there we go. Out that comes. Give it a bit more of a wiggle. There we go. And just pulling the next plug down. My goodness me, this has fought us every step of the way, this wax removal. I've got, you know, it's about to be coming up soon, I'm not too sure. I've got a really, really difficult one where I thought the patient would use some Q-tips, and in fairness to the patient, they hadn't. They just get a very thick skin build-up right at the base of the eardrum. Oh my goodness, that was a painstaking removal to do. Such a tough one to do. You've got the joy of that one coming up soon. You're going to get a very mixed bag of lengths of video as well, guys. And this was about 7 minutes long. There's a couple of 2 minutes, a couple of 1.5 minutes. But like I said, bear with us with all the building work. We'll do what we can. Eardrum looking a lot better. This is what we removed. Considering the size of the ear canal, that's 4.5 centimeters, just under 2 inches worth of wax. I got my new specs as well, so I can actually see it, which is always handy. So yeah, 4.5 centimeters, 2 inches worth of wax. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching our video today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did voicing it over. Don't forget, bear with us. We will be putting more videos out. Keep an eye out because they will fall on different days to the ones they normally do. So make sure you keep your eyes on that one, guys. You should get notifications. If you want to make doubly sure, I forgot to ask you to do this, please like, heart, share, follow or subscribe. If you do hit the subscribe button and you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell as well to get a notification. That way then you won't miss any that come out on odd days. Good thinking, huh? So I shall see you again for the next video. Everyone, bye-bye.